Now to a story from the Fox 12 investigators. It was a stinky problem in Columbia County for a long time. Tenants say they were at their wits' end at their small apartment complex. They say they were dealing with overflowing sewage tanks and broken sewage pipes and worrying about the health of their families. Fox 12's Kendra Kent has an update on their plight in this special report.
Sitting on my back porch, I could smell some stench.
It's a good thing you can't smell video, because this is a stream of sewage.
Oh yeah, I can smell it even worse now.
Running out of a pipe behind an apartment complex in rural Columbia County.
Well, I noticed the smell first, and so then that's when I went back and checked it out and seen the open pipes flowing just wherever.
It is leaching into the open, and it's one of those things that needs to be underground and covered. It's gross.
Frustrated neighbors who say they've been dealing with the smell while worrying about the health of their families for months now.
Did they know about the issue?
Yes, several of us had reported it.
This tenant didn't want to share her name or show her face, but she's one of 7 current tenants who spoke to Fox 12 over the course of the past 2 months at the Barger Road Apartments just outside St. Helens.
It shouldn't be just out in the open like that.
Lindsay Klein and her fiance Jeff Arthur say they've lived here 7 years, occasionally dealing with sewage issues.
The one here in the middle started overflowing about a year ago, literally like a fountain.
Tenants say it was this past January when their frustrations turned to fear and worry.
2 tanks at the same time overflowed and flowed over the driveway. Like you could see the poop water going.
Klein says her family got desperate, refusing to pay rent for months, hoping that would lead to repairs or allow them to save up enough money to move out.
Getting this stuff taken care of or getting us out of here, because we're in a single income family. We can't afford to get out and, pay for this place at the same time.
Columbia County property records show the 12-unit complex is owned by TH6 LLC, a limited liability company owned by Sydney True, a lawyer who works in Beaverton. True declined to do an on-camera interview with Fox 12, but told us his maintenance staff have been working with septic professionals to fix the sewer system since the problem started in January. First getting the septic tanks pumped immediately, then hiring another contractor to assess any damages or need for repairs. While tenants waited for those repairs, they say problems persisted. Then summer hit, and that's when neighbors say the smell got really bad.
It was obvious septic. And it wasn't there all the time, but as soon as that wind would shift, you would have to go inside because it was terrible.
There's no on-site management here, and the landlord says he was unaware of further issues, telling us his staff had authorized a contractor to submit a septic repair permit to the county before February, and that his staff never heard of other sewage-related complaints until late June. It's contrary to this email obtained by Fox 12, where a tenant sent this message to property management on May 21st with these photos attached, complaining in part that, quote, open septic drainage pipes are completely repulsive and look and smell. This is also very accessible, and any child could play in it.
I'm very what people like to deem a helicopter mom when it comes to being here. At the park, I'm a very different person.
In early July, Fox 12 visited the apartments, our cameras capturing this pool of liquid. A week later, Fox 12 investigators contacted the Columbia County Health Department, alerting staff to the tenants' concerns and triggering an official investigation. County records show the next day, a contractor submitted a permit application for sewer repair work at the property. And one day later, a Columbia County environmental health specialist inspected the property, writing in a report that the, quote, failing system or need to perform a repair left sewage pooling in this area. It was after that inspection when this area looked noticeably different. We went back out to the apartments and we saw that signs had been posted warning of sewage, a fence was blocking off the area, and the brush had been cut back. Since we started investigating this story, we've now been told the sewage distribution boxes have been fixed, although the county inspector says there is still some work remaining.
Kendra Kent, Fox 12, Oregon.
A lawyer representing Sydney True and his apartment complex sent us a statement that reads in part, quote, my clients take great care to follow the letter of the law and provide their tenants with quality living spaces. Maintenance concerns inevitably arise in the normal course. When they do, tenants have a duty to timely notify the landlord, and likewise, the landlord has a duty to timely respond. The landlord has responded to each maintenance request. That said, Repair timelines are necessarily impacted by the limited availability of appropriate contractors, parts, and materials, which can cause delays in spite of the best efforts of the landlord. State business records show that Sidney True owns more than 100 apartments and other commercial buildings across the state.